2 words right there.
Then he had to say it twice. Maybe Jeff said what just so Rick could have more screen time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Rick could have said more, but it would have put him in a bad position, so probably the best move he could have made, but I think Probst was looking for more of a dramatic approach there.
That was weird. Alright guys, let's have group therapy. Rick, what's the most annoying thing about Albert? And then, Jeff knows what goes on at camp. He gets some information since he is an executive producer. And so, now he knows, he's like, ooh, I know what I can do. Michaela, what's the most annoying thing about Brandon?
Yeah, that was very interesting. And then that's when Brandon's breakdown started, and it just didn't stop. And I mean, it took up so much screen time that you couldn't do anything else really with it.
You almost want to feel bad for Brandon, but then it's like, why would you feel bad?
Yeah, I mean, I would feel bad for him just because he is taking pressure, because everyone thinks he's going to be like his uncle. And, probably a lot of people that meet him in real life are like, hey, you're probably evil, you're a villain, because you're related to Russell Hantz and everything. But, I mean, I wouldn't take it to heart that much. I mean, it's their opinion. They can think that. Just prove them different. And he's not. Well, I guess he is proving them different, as in he's weaker. But, I mean, I'd prove him that I'm stronger and a better player than Russell.
Brandon wanted to redeem the Hantz name. Brandon, so far, has ruined the Hantz name even more.
Yeah, Russell did not teach this boy anything.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up the Twitter and see if I can find some of Russell's tweets.
I know that Russell said that, he's like, I guess anytime he's
Don't make me say you were adopted.
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, it's crazy. He's basically saying, Brandon, you're not playing how I wanted you to. Don't associate him with me. Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of that, let's go back to a couple tribal councils. Jeff picks on Cochran a lot. This is going to survive. We're going to kind of flip-flop. Isn't me or does Jeff pick on Cochran?
I think Jeff picks on Cochran a bit, but I mean, that's because he was almost voted out. So it's not like it's too much there. He's just trying to, I guess, show that, Cochran's still around and point that out. But I mean, and Cochran kind of asked for it by having the name Cochran. If he had gone by John, I don't think Jeff would have done as much to him.
Okay, I'm trying to find some good tweets from @RussellHantz, but I don't see anything. Okay, so let us see if there's anything. There's not. Let's go on. I think we covered basically everything. There is one more thing. Stacy Powell, congratulations. You were the first person to ever have a conversation with Jeff while getting your torch snuffed.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then concluded the episode, and the next episode looks good. Looks like, don't want to call Coach Benjamin his real name. And then, but @RussellHantz says, when they call me Benjamin, I go nuts. And that was what Coach said. And then he tweeted, @TheRealCoach, stop it. You used to ask me to call you that. So, weird things going on. I don't know what it's going to lead to. We've got a couple of false advertisements this season. Like Cochran is going to rule the game. Cochran hasn't really... His position, I think, has gotten a lot better. But he isn't the mastermind of anything.
Yeah, I mean, he did make that alliance with Jim, but, Jim can easily go back on his word. He has not really improved at all.
I think Jim will do that. I think Jim is going to, but I think he's still gonna keep flipping back and forth. It's just really what's going to happen. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of guessing that Savai will lose the next challenge just because it's back and forth, and then we'll kind of see more of that.
Okay, I think that is all that we have to say about this excellent episode 4 of Survivor South Pacific. Do you have anything else that you want to touch on?
Not really. It's a pretty good episode. Not the best episode of Survivor in general, but fairly good for this season.
Blam! We gotta say that now when something good happens or something crazy happens. Blam!
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 Okay, so let's go on now to our TV recommendations. So, the MLB playoffs have started, and, well, they're more than started. The whole first series is over, and I'm very sad, but very happy. Because the Yankees have lost, which was very disappointing. I don't really want to talk about that. And then
let's hear more about that.
Let's not. But we got good news. The Phillies lost too, and it's the Phillies loss that makes up for a couple things. So, just wanted to say the playoffs have started. The championship series, the league championship series. Don't know when those are going to start. Maybe I can pull something up. TV listings. But that's kind of my TV recommendation. The playoffs end. I think they end in about 20 days will be the last day. I think.
Yeah, I'm not really a baseball person, but I mean I keep up with it enough that I know that the Yankees lost.
Okay. Shut up.
No.
Blam!
Blam blam.
How?
Kapow.
Boom!
Pop.
Stacy Bingo. Okay, so what is your TV recommendation?
I'm actually going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to give maybe 2 movies that are coming out. I think next weekend, on Friday the 14th, I'd recommend the movie Footloose, which is actually a remake of the old musical Footloose. Came out, I think, 80s, I want to say, 84. It was a good musical back then. I don't think that the sequel will live up to that, but I'm still going to watch it and see. It seems a little bit too much like Step Up, if you guys have seen that. But that's one of the movies that I'm probably going to end up seeing. Might give my review of that. And the other one is a movie I've been looking forward to since, I think, end of April, The Three Musketeers 3D. This movie takes place in France, I believe, where basically the classic Three Musketeers is, but it gives a different view on it. It basically is like they have a fourth musketeer coming in. I have no clue how to pronounce his name.
Blam!
Blam. I think it's Del or Tanyan or something. It's spelled like it's a D apostrophe, and I'm bad with French or any kind of accent, so I'm not even going to try that. But anyways, I'll just call him D. D is played by Logan Lerman, who I've been a big fan of. He starred in Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, which was a horrible movie when you're looking at the book, but he's a good actor. He's also in Gamer and other movies. But I think that he'll do good. And the rest of the movie, it has Orlando Bloom and a lot of other big name actors, and it's in 3D. So, and I think it's directed by the director who did Resident Evil. So, I think that'll be a good movie too. And I believe it's either opens the 14th or the 21st. So either next Friday or the Friday afterwards. But that will be another good movie.
Alright, sounds good. So, now it is time to go over TV.com's top 5 shows as of 10/08/11.
Okay, so coming in number 5 is Supernatural. Number 4 is Criminal Minds. Number 3 is House. Number 2 is Grey's Anatomy. And number 1 is Vampire Diaries.
Blam!
Ka-ching!
So, man, am I, like, out of touch with TV? I don't watch any of those shows.
I do. Supernatural! Woo!
I wish I had comments about some of these shows, but I don't. Vampire Diaries looks like it's been number 1 basically every time that we've talked about this.
Yeah, between that and True Blood, going with the whole vampire thing.
So, I don't have any comments.
I do. I'm happy to see Supernatural up in the top 5, because usually it's down number like 12 or 11 or something. So it's nice to see it coming in the 5 range. It's a great show. I haven't really been up to date with it. I've stopped at season number 5. Just haven't had time to watch anymore. Been too busy with other shows. But I'm hoping to get back into it. And it seems like the ratings are going on better and better. So that's great. And one comment on Vampire Diaries. I have not seen it. Don't like the vampire things. I'm not a Twilight fan. And I've even considered watching the show just because of its popularity, but I don't really know that much about it. So if any of you fans have seen it, which saying that's number 1, you probably have, just kind of maybe write in, tell me what's about, tell your review, and we'll see if we can read your review and watch it.